What's up, degenerates? I'm Jefferson, half the disc golf world, here to discuss the birthday boy. That is Isaac Robinson, who has been trolling the disc golf community lately on his next sponsor. Shout out to our Patreon members who already got an unfiltered video where Swiss and I discuss where we think Isaac and the rest of the free agents are going. Don't worry, I'll still give my prediction in a few minutes, but first we gotta go back to the beginning and see all the clues Isaac's been leaving. Anyone not living under a rock knew that he wasn't staying with Prodigy for the next season, and that was for many different reasons I won't discuss today, mostly because we just don't have time. Many pointed at the handshake between him and UC at the end of Worlds as evidence for Discmania being his new home. That and him being as close of friends as he is with Gannon Burr. Now, I'm going to let you know why I think that won't happen in a second. Before that, I wanted to address some of my investigation work I did previously in the offseason. Shortly after we announced the Ezra Robinson to Discraft video, I noticed something. In that video, I pointed out that the only manufacturer besides Prodigy he followed was Discmania. More signs pointing to the obvious landing spot. I'm not buying it still. But yeah, after that video, as you can see, Isaac now follows more companies. Was that to throw everyone off the trail? I don't know. Then he goes on to make this post, which everyone was quick to point out all the Easter eggs. I'll break them down for the people that couldn't catch them all. He's using a DGA putter on a Discmania basket with multiple different manufacturers' discs on the ground. Gotta love that Alden is pointing out that the basket is a recent purchase. Not too much longer, Isaac makes another post, this being a video of him playing Disc Golf Valley at the airport with the song This Is the Beginning attached. Gannon then says in the comments, "Where are you going?" with the suspicious eyes emoji, inferring that possibly the Detroit sign in the back might be a clue to something. Helps when Isaac says look closely, as if this was an orchestrated plan so no one would miss it. The sleuths went to the comments to inform the masses that must mean Discrafter MVP. Or shout out to the guy confirming Lone Star after finding a connecting flight to Houston. However, that doesn't sound right to me. And you know what? This video from the courtesy violation got me thinking. Check it out if you haven't already. And if anyone is wanting to make content, I highly recommend doing it in this style. Just saying. But Gibbs addresses the thought of Isaac going to Discmania and that not making sense. For those that don't know, after being acquired by House of Discs, they are now under the same umbrella as however many logos they can fit on a box apparently. But what that means is all these companies have one big pot. So why would these venture capitalists that are only concerned about making money put their two biggest stars on one brand overlapping potential sales? Think about it. Why battle against each other when there can be this facade of a battle? Especially when you can market behind it and rake in all the money. So many more Tour Series opportunities, exclusive stamps, mystery boxes, all of it. Don't come at me about how they can make videos together with Discmania. Do you not still think they're going to be on Alden's vlogs? And that's already more marketing than any other company does for their players. And from what I know, House of Disc doesn't give a shit about YouTube videos. Back on the road, I was talking to someone from inside the industry, and that's not me trying to be secretive, I genuinely forgot who this was, but I remember walking away thinking, you gotta write this down, which I did. I was told the dichotomy of House of Discs is supposed to be as so. Dynamic Discs will be the family-friendly introduction brand because every respectable person knows not to use that stuff. Westside at the time was the outsider that if something needed to be dropped, no one would care too much about it. Discmania was the competitive line that the diehard weekend warrior disc golfers would be attracted to. Then Castoplast was the high-end luxury style of sorts. Makes sense if you're a part of the cult, but even the pros throw other brand discs, so hard to convince me of that. Which leaves me with Latitude 64. Probably was originally thought to be the Kristen Tatar line, or in other words, World Championship level. And would you look at that, a two-time Worlds winner is a free agent. How convenient. I did some digging, and here's a few things that back up that idea. After following more manufacturers, what is the one that he leaves off? Latitude 64. Coincidence? And like I said, no one cares about Westside. Next, many forget who owns Disc Golf Valley. Yep, that being Latitude 64. Come on, the Detroit sign was way too obvious of a clue in my opinion. Wouldn't be too hard for him to find that, open the game, record hole 1, and then go wherever he needs. We already know that Isaac enjoys to troll the people. Just look at this recent post making fun of his brother after his 1100 rated round got dropped. Things you can say as a two-time world champion. To me, it feels silly to add a top 5 talent to a team that already has the best player in the world on it. Why would you want to have any direct competition between each other, especially when it can be avoided so simply? It's not like there's any benefit to being on the same team, and frankly, why would you want to be selling the same plastic as your friend? Literally making sales on the same table during the fly mart. I don't know though, and with the new year in just a couple weeks, I'm sure there will be a few more troll posts to be made. But today is Discmas and it landed on Isaac and we need to make a video. So all I'm saying is keep your eye out for any clues that suggest him going to Latitude 64 in the near future. And I shouldn't have to say this, but whatever the obvious clue is, usually is designed to throw you off of all the hidden secrets. One thing's for sure, if you hear anything, you can find about it at the Disc Golf World first.